detour?
It's easy to get lost when you leap across time, Kupo.
We can go back to the gate anytime. Let's take a breather.
Oh, thanks.
Say, Sarah. You remember when you told me that you saw lightning in me, in your dreams?
Yeah.
Are you still having them?
No. The last time I saw lightning was the night before we met. Although, I've had lots of dreams about what happened the next day.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious.
All right. My turn. I want to know about Yule.
I don't know anything about either of the Yules you met.
What do you mean? She could be a time traveler, right? Just like you and me and Snow.
I don't think so. She's like a reincarnation. A new Yule born over and over. In each generation of the Farseers, a girl with the same face, the same power is born. That girl is always called Yule.
So you're saying every age we travel to, there's a different Yule waiting? A Yule from Erba and a Yule from Yasha's Massif.
But they're all different. And neither are the Yule I knew. Although it took me a long time to actually start believing it.
Kupo.
Noel, I've been thinking. If we keep traveling through time and resolving paradoxes and changing history, doesn't that mean the future you come from will change along with everything else?
Perhaps it'll become a future where I never existed.
Is that possible?
Sure it is. But it's okay if it does. There's too much sadness in my world. Your future. It'd be better if it never happened at all. Well, come on. Let's go. We've got a date with Lightning, remember?
Yeah.
Kupo?
Okay. Something looks different from the last time we were here. Mog, is this even the same place?
This is the void beyond, Kupo. It's just one of the many shadows of Valhalla to be found, Kupo.
So it looks similar, but it's really a separate world. That's why there are all these little differences.
Makes sense. Let's go see what changed.
In 400 AF, the Academy is the de facto government. Their crowning achievement is academia, a magnificent city which surpasses any that existed on Cocoon under the Fal'Cie hegemony. The man that laid the foundations for the project was Hope Estime, the leader of the Academy in its formative years. Science has progressed to the stage where mankind is able to build its own artificial Fal'Cie. Powered by this proto-Fal'Cie, human society flourishes like never before.
The power to influence the future. The power to alter destiny. Such an ability may, if one was not careful, change a person's fate for the worse. Such power was never meant for mortal man. There are none who possess the wisdom to wield it. Sarah, you must seek out your own answers as you waver at the edge of despair.
Wow. How do you build something like this?
A little bit at a time, I guess. It probably took a lot of people working together over decades, maybe even centuries, to make this city what it is now.
They had a vision for the future, and it grew from there, huh? You know what, Sarah? I used to think the only way to make a better future is to change something right away, in here and now. But creating something for people to build on? That's not a bad idea. Right? Even if it can't be completed in one lifetime, it's still worth starting. If you believe that someone in the next generation will take up the same ideal, then the dream lives on.
That sounds like Hope's way.
I wish she could have seen it.
Yule, you mean? She's very special to you, isn't she?
She was, but I couldn't protect her. Huh?
Threat level Sigma. All sections of academia on high alert.
What threat? I hope they're not talking about us.
The bots must see us as intruders.
That can't be good. We should look for a way to slip through.
This terminal's on. Shall we do some snooping?
Snoop away. We can't fight back if we don't know what we're facing. Not this way.
No, I think we're trapped.
I think you're right. All right, we give up. We won't fight anymore, so why don't you show yourself? Caius.
Pretend to capitulate and buy yourself time. It's not a bad strategy.
You've got no reason to fight me, Caius.
Wrong. You are the enemy. You are contradictions in the timeline. I have every reason to eliminate you. 200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Towers and forbidden histories? What's he talking about? Could it be something from the future?
Could be. Maybe at some point we traveled 200 years before this time and encounter Caius there. But I don't plan on letting him kill us.
There is no mistake. You are one and the same. A distortion, a contradiction.
Caius, this is unlike you. If we're in your way, why not just stop us yourself?
A fitting sacrifice was required for you to comprehend your transgressions. To that end, I enlisted some assistance.
Sarah!
Right.
Your very existence poisons the timeline and invites disaster.
He really is convinced we're the cause of this paradox, huh?
Vermin, if this tragedy is to come to an end, no trace of you can remain in this reality.
What was that?
He thinks we're his enemies because of something that happened in the past. So let's go back in time and find out why.
You mean go back 200 years and look for this tower? Okay, let's find a gate and figure it out.
Hey, do you think there could be a gate on the far side?
Did Caius smash the bridge to block our path? If he thinks that's gonna stop us, we can think again. Whoa. Another pack. okay? No!
No!
You'll why?
I saw death. If I were to live, it would bring contradiction to the timeline.
But why?
It's because of us. Just like Kaya said, we're causing a paradox to occur. Because of that, Yul has to... She has to...
Caius is not here.
You mean he's not here in the city?
Yul, hold on, please!
No, I am not the Yul you once knew. But thank you.
For the love of Etro, don't thank me. An artifact from Yul.
She's showing us the way.
Yeah. Yul saw everything and realized that. She knew exactly what would happen today. There was never a time she didn't.
But even so, she didn't try to avoid her fate.
It's the law of the Farseers. Seers must not change history to save themselves. Because if they do, they can doom thousands of others to a worse fate instead. How about it? Ready for the truth?
The law of the Farseers. It's a terrible thing to live by. Because to obey it means someone has to sacrifice themselves. Lightning, tell me, is there no way for us to save everybody? Noel and I are traveling through these gates because we believe we can change our fate. But even as we do, I can't forget what Yul said. She said Caius isn't in this city. But if that's true, who was it that we met here?
Augusta Tower is the central information processing facility of the Academy. The entire edifice is occupied by the machinery of an artificial intelligence that possesses unprecedented processing power. It also houses the Proto-Fal'Cie project, an ambitious plan to create a man-made Fal'Cie. Here too is recorded the forbidden history, although no human survives to remember it.
Yul wanted us to come here.
The gates link places and eras that are connected somehow. Do you remember the forbidden history? The one Caius was talking about? I'll bet we'll find some clues here.
200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence.
Could this be the tower?
Thank you for accessing the Academy Datanet. Welcome to the Academy Datanet. The Proto-Fal'Cie project was begun in XIII-2 under the direction of the Academy. The objective was to develop an artificial fal'Cie in order to re-levitate Cocoon. The project was proposed and designed by Alyssa Zidell and directed by Hope Estime.
Do you realize what this means? The Academia fal'Cie must have been built by Hope.
He needed the power to float Cocoon.
Vanille and Fang. He did it all for them.
But then Caius took control of the artificial fal'Cie. And now we need to find out why.
Can I ask you a stupid question? Is it just me, or can you see all these people around us as well?
Yeah, I can see them. Why did you think I couldn't?
It's just that they have no presence. Like they're not alive.
I know what you mean. I was thinking the same thing.
Kupo?
Was that us? From before? This machine can show different eras.
He might have been watching us from here the whole time.
Do you mean Caius?
If that's who he really was, the Caius we met in Academia seemed different to me. I don't think he was the real Caius.
How could you tell?
We used to spend a lot of time together. We were both guardians. Warriors who were charged with protecting the Cirrus, although I was young back then, just starting out. Anyway, he took off, left me and Yule on our own. I couldn't protect her, not by myself. Then, when it was just me left, a portal appeared. I went through it, and next thing I knew, I was in Valhalla.
You met them there, didn't you? My sister, and Caius.
I don't know why I keep running into him wherever I go. But I do know he wouldn't sacrifice the Cirrus. It's not in him. There's no way he'd allow Yule to come to harm.
Well, we've got to find him. Yule brought us here, and we have to help.
Yeah. Not again. It's so frustrating.
What's wrong?
Missing some of my memories. I'm trying to think about what happened after Caius left us, but I can't remember how Yule died. But I remember her face. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Why don't we just try this?
The circuits are tangled with another age, Kupo.
It's being jammed by a paradox.
Maybe we can fix it with a key from another time.
Kupo!
13 AF. The Academy built the Augusta Tower as a central information processing facility with an enormous artificial intelligence at its core. But now, centuries in the future, the system has suddenly begun to run amok. Somehow, the network system was attacked from somewhere in the future. When the Academy tried to respond and shut down the system, it was too late. The AI had already taken control of much of the Academy.
Two entities from different times cannot coexist. If this were to occur, history would be infused with contradictions. This would lead to a distortion causing the entire world to collapse. The subjects require further analysis. Hypothesis. Their existence has initiated a distortion in history, and the entities are a living paradox.
I'm not very good with all this fancy machinery. What's going on here exactly?
The system that controls this facility has been hacked by someone from the outside. Wherever they are, they're trying to use the network in an attempt to override the system somehow.
So basically, some bad guy snuck in and took over the tower? Well, there's an easy solution for that. We just need to find him and solve this whole problem. Case closed.
The security system's been hacked too, so the security bots are just pieces of metal. And I don't think the person behind this is actually physically here. It seems like the culprit isn't even in this time at all. They're accessing the system from somewhere in the future.
Lucky for us, we have the means to get there. Let's give them a piece of our minds. Come on. And our work here is done. No more intrusions from the future, right?
Looks like we're safe. The network's back up and running.
We never got to find out who was behind this whole thing, did we?
Yeah, I don't know who it could be. Who would go through all the trouble to take control of a tower from the future without a demand of some sort?
It really makes you wonder what they were after, huh?
Analysis complete. Due to actions taken by the subjects, a possible future has been deleted from the timeline. The subjects pose a serious threat. For the security of future operations, precautionary countermeasures are being initiated. Subjects will be eliminated.
The paradox has been resolved.
Now, the tower back in 200 AF should be open to us, Kupo.
The city of Academia is overrun by Seath, and the sealed pages of history may hold the reason why. Caius was here in this tower, where the secrets of the past still lie. Lightning, it was our faith in the tiniest chance that helped us get this far. We might not know what kind of answers are waiting for us, but there is one thing we've learned already. When the path ahead is too dark to see, sometimes it's important to just keep going.
Caius came to this facility as well, right? I don't know why, but he seemed convinced it was our fault the timeline was distorted.
So we track him down and find out if he's the real thing. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Huh? She doesn't know who we are. I guess she's not Alyssa after all. Alyssa?
We used to know a girl who looked like you, but that was a long time ago now.
My apologies. I must recalibrate my previous greeting. It appears that you are acquainted with the original.
Original?
I am a duplicate of the Alyssa Zydell entity. My design is based on her biophysical data.
How'd she...
She's a machine!
A fabricated life form. Or a living machine. The semantics are irrelevant.
Alyssa, you haven't had any other visitors recently, have you? Like someone called Caius, for example.
The Caius entity came through recently, accompanied by a green-eyed girl. They were proceeding to the top of the tower.
Yule as well? Why is she here?
Is she trying to protect time? To protect history? Do you remember? That's what Caius said to us that time we met him in Erba.
Yeah, well... if that's why Yule is here, we're in big trouble. Caius said he entombs us in this tower and seals the forbidden history, right? What if that's the true timeline, and Yule is here to make it happen?
She's already seen what is going to happen to us here.
Right. Caius said we were distorting history, throwing the timeline into confusion. If he's right, we've got to be stopped.
If anyone knows the secrets of this tower, it'll be Caius. If it means resolving the paradox, we have to talk to him.
We make the first move. Sounds good to me. Let's get our future back.
Alyssa, will you take us to the top floor?
Of course. This way.
What's happening?
Is this a paradox?
You see what's happening? What is this? No.
What the hell was that?
This was an effect of the paradox. You just witnessed an event that took place on this spot 187 years ago.
Wait a minute. So, you're saying the real Hope and Alyssa were murdered?
Yes, after the tower was completed. During the Proto-Fal'Cie development project, the artificial intelligence and humans came into conflict.
The artificial intelligence killed them? Because they were in the way?
I'm afraid so.
Hope and the others were killed in this tower. And then, after they were dead, the AI took control of the Academy.
A broken Fal'Cie was created by a broken artificial intelligence. Humans were betrayed, and then they were wiped out.
And the duplicates were mechanical puppets that were built to hide what happened.
You two have seen it now. You've seen the forbidden history. People who know too much have to be buried.
It stopped moving.
Looks like they closed the door on us.
Kupo.
Well, now we've seen the forbidden history. Does that mean we're stuck here for good?
200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Do you remember what Kaya said? In his memory, the next thing that happens is... we die.
That's why he acted the way he did. As far as he was concerned, we were supposed to be dead. He saw us 200 years later, assumed it was a paradox, and tried to get rid of us.
But there's a way out. If we can survive now instead of dying, that will automatically change history. We can save the future.
Agreed. Alyssa and Hope's fate are in our hands. It's not over yet. Not by a long shot. This is great. The artificial intelligence that killed Hope and his team now seems hell-bent on killing us.
So you don't think the Proto-Fal'Cie and the other AI are being controlled by Caius?
No, I don't. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Couldn't the culprit be the artificial intelligence itself? What if something that humans created found a mind of its own?
So you're saying a machine learned to think for itself? Huh. Then it wouldn't need anyone at the controls, would it?
We should search for the AI mainframe. Maybe we'll find out what's really going on.
Kupo.
We're getting close. Let's take it down!
We can do it! For Hope, for Alyssa, for Academia!
Yule, are you on your own?
Kupo. I brought you this.
Why? What should we do with it?
You must protect the timeline. I saw you in Erba. I trust you. I believe in you.
We're in the same time as when we met in Erba. So you're the same Yule.
Yes.
But who are you? Who are the Farseers?
I am the Cirrus of the oldest tribe on Pulse. My visions of the future are recorded and stored in the Oracle Drive. But that is long in the past. There is no more need to record the prophecies. I have Caius now.
What do you mean?
He is tasked with protecting the Cirrus and remembering her visions. Now and forever, he will remember the entire timeline. Caius. He is beyond death.
What? You mean he can't die ever?
The Cirrus possesses the eyes of Etro, and inside Caius beats the heart of chaos. The goddess has gifted him the curse of eternity. He is a guardian, and his mission is to protect the Cirrus. The power to see the future is a terrible weapon. It can turn history into chaos.
But then, I don't understand. Why are you helping us? I mean, you do know we're trying to change history, right?
History has already been broken. The timeline had been twisted before I met you. The distortion leads to a future of death and destruction. If you change the future, you can change the past and correct the distortions. The miracle that saved Cocoon has already been altered. Someone who was meant to survive did not come home.
Someone who was meant to survive. You mean my sister? You do, don't you? You're saying that lightning shouldn't have disappeared that day.
It was because the future was changed.
So if we keep traveling through the gates and resolve all the paradoxes that are happening...
Yeah.
If you change the future again, the true past will be restored. The past that you still remember, Sarah. Together, the two of you can correct the timeline.
Did you hear that, Noel? We've been doing the right thing all along.
Yes. Can you tell us something else? Someone has been laying traps for us inside this tower. Do you know who's behind it?
Your enemy. It is here inside the tower. It has generated the contradictions that threaten you. The machine is sentient.
A machine? So the Caius who we met earlier in academia, he was...
An imitation created by the machine.
And what about the other Caius? The one we saw in the tower?
He is real. He brought me here. And when we are finished, he will take me away.
Let's go.
Yes, go. And please, let me see a new future.
We'll do it.
Good. Everyone is smiling. This is the future I wanted to see.
I shall remember your pain. It will be carved in my heart, together with the memories of every other Yule, cursed to die this way.
I'm worried about Yule.
Yeah. But... if we're going to fight, we can't afford to have doubts. She's hoping for a better future and believes we can make it. Look! The fake Caius was sent out from this place.
But where's the enemy that Yule warned us about?
Proto-Fal'Cie. So this is what Yule meant by sentient machine.
This thing has been behind everything. It's the one who turned the people into Seath, and it's the one who's been trying to kill us in the tower. I don't understand. How did the future Proto-Fal'Cie end up here?
This place must be like the void beyond. A crossroads where the future and past intersect.
And that would enable time travel. Noel, do you realize what this means? The Proto-Fal'Cie could have used this place to travel through time and infiltrate the artificial intelligence. Then it could have manipulated the AI to kill all the humans in the tower and build the Fal'Cie of Academia's future.
You're saying the Proto-Fal'Cie took control of the AI and ordered it to build the Proto-Fal'Cie. It's a closed loop, a chicken and egg paradox.
Right. A paradox is exactly what it is. The Proto-Fal'Cie was trying to protect the distortion that gave birth to it.
And it knew all along that it was part of the paradox.
Just a sec. If the Proto-Fal'Cie can manipulate the past, that means...
it could travel back in time and rebuild itself.
As long as the crossroads exist, you cannot defeat the Proto-Fal'Cie, Kupo!
No way!
Hey! What are we gonna do now?
Mog!
We gotta stop it!
No!
Sarah, now! Perfect! Okay, my turn! See how you like this! Time for you to go away! For good! Thanks to Mog, huh?
Kupo! You guys play her out, Kupo.
You saved the day.
Thank you. You did great. Again.
This is Hope's fault.
Huh?
He was the one who started building these things. Proto-Fal'Cie and AI both. Will you listen to me? Looking around for scapegoats. These fights are really starting to wear me down.
I don't blame you.
It's not gonna do us any good whining about the mistakes of the past. If we don't stop this thing from regenerating, we're never gonna get out of here!
The machine is manipulating the past. But then, there's no reason we can't either. Please, I hope you're watching this. Hope! Can you hear me? I've got a bone to pick with you. These machines you built
Sarah!
are driving me nuts!
You did it, Sarah.
But I didn't do anything. At least, I don't think I did.
Sarah, are you all right? Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm alive.
Oh, what a relief.
You worry too much, Noel.
Kupo!
Noel isn't himself these days. I wonder if it's because he can't remember the future. It's understandable. No one wants to think they'll forget something that's important to them.
You know something? When you get mad, you sure do remind me of your sister.
Be careful. She might be watching, you know.
Kupo?
We are returning to the future.
I'm sure of it.
Sarah and Noel have changed the future. The proto-fal'Cie that threatened academia is no more, and in the sky floats the 13th Ark. The people have built a society with their own hands, using technology of their own devising. However, the day when Cocoon is prophesied to fall is drawing closer. The Academy has put into motion an ambitious project to avert the catastrophe.
We did it. We actually did it.
I think Yule must be happy now.
This is what you wanted to see, wasn't it?
Welcome to the future, you say?
Are they real?
Now, is that a polite way to greet old friends? I mean, we haven't seen each other in what? How many years?
It's been all of 390 years. I guess you guys have been busy, huh?
Please come by my headquarters when you get a chance. You're guests of the Academy. Alyssa?
Later!
Where do we find the Academy head office?
It's probably the most impressive-looking building. What about that one? Hope told us that he invented a machine called a time capsule. That's how they got here. Back in 13 AF, Hope devised a plan to build an artificial fal'Cie. It was called the Proto-fal'Cie Project. He wanted to use the new technology to re-levitate Cocoon. But then one day, Hope saw a certain prophecy in the Oracle Drive.
So I activated the Oracle Drive and launched the prophecy. I saw you fighting the Proto-fal'Cie, and I saw you screaming out at me. Your machines are driving me nuts!
Well, I was getting pretty ticked off by that point.
Well, exactly. So we were forced to reevaluate the project, and eventually abandon it.
Okay, you saw Sarah getting mad at you, so you canceled your project, and then poof, the Proto-fal'Cie disappeared. Is that about right? We didn't destroy it so much as it never existed in the first place.
We were following the wrong path to the future. If the Proto-fal'Cie had managed to get control of Cocoon, it would have made itself the second Eden, and we'd be back where we began.
Yeah. It would have been just like how it was on the old Cocoon.
We realized we couldn't let that happen. We had to levitate Cocoon using only human technology.
Right. Not to mention that if you had kept with the original plan, your machines would have killed you.
Really? Then we owe you our lives. Thank you.
Funny, you lose your temper and the whole future changes. So, I bet you're dying to know how we came to the future, huh?
Kinda.
You heard about the time capsule we used? It's a device that slows down time only for its occupants. The effect is caused by the creation of a powerful gravitational field and, well, essentially we just slept as the outside world flashed forward into the future.
This capsule of yours, it can't take you back, can it?
Unfortunately not. And considering it broke down after a single use, I doubt it'll prove to be a popular method of time travel.
You risked your own life for the sake of Cocoon.
Oh, the director was there with me. Hey, Sarah. After coming to the future myself, I think I understand how you must feel. The Academy has welcomed us with open arms, and we can research as we always have, but sometimes I get these terrible anxiety attacks.
Alyssa,
Please, Sarah, you have to let me apologize for the way I treated you in the past. Maybe you can't forgive me for that, but I hope as fellow time travelers, we can face the future on friendly terms. The Academy has made progress on its investigation into the 13th Arc. At this stage, there is good news and there is bad news.
Let's hear the good news first.
We've discovered that the Arc's reactor is powered by an ore cluster, known as the Graviton Core. By collecting these, there's a possibility that the new cocoon will be up in the sky in no time.
That is good news.
Yeah, okay. So now you gotta hit us with the bad news.
Each ore cluster provides only a certain amount of power. The 13th Arc, for example, requires a single graviton core. We're going to need multiple cores that we can't seem to find.
Need a hand with the search?
If there's one thing we're good at, it's looking for weird objects.
We could use the help. With you two on the case, we'll have those cores in no time.
I'll put together some data on Graviton cores. Check in with the Academy front desk. Did I tell you? The director is inventing a new device.
The Academy has been making progress on the development of a paradox weapon. A very powerful weapon that feeds on time-distorting energies.
Using a paradox against itself, huh?
Exactly. There's a possibility we may come up against the man who appears in the Oracle Drive recordings. The war has already begun, and we're fighting to protect the future itself.
Battle to the end against Caius.
But, Director, didn't you say you were missing a certain material?
A chaos crystal. It's a solidified chunk of paradox energy, but according to the data, it doesn't exist in this time period.
Well, hey, you've still got us.
And we've got the Historia crux.
I knew I could count on you. Once you've found the crystal, I can build you a prototype.
Alyssa told me all about you. You're helping us find the Graviton cores, isn't that right? And perfect timing. I just got an update with the latest info.
This ore, is it really that valuable?
Oh, yes. The Academy have sent survey teams all over the place. They've searched everywhere, but they haven't found a shard of the stuff. But according to this latest data, our scientists used resonance imaging to identify a possible deposit. So we do have a defined location where a team can start looking. But it's just...
It's just what?
Well, it's kind of in a different time.
Sounds like a job for us, all right. Here, show me that data.
Sarah, did you really do it?
We had collected all the ore clusters Hope needed to levitate his new cocoon. I don't think I'd ever seen Hope look so happy and excited. But this was just the beginning. It would take a century to complete the new cocoon. And if the old cocoon were to fall before it could be finished, well...
I know we can do it.
He's right, you know. Have you seen that broken gate in the town? Well, it's all fixed and working normally.
We collected the ore crystals, so the future has changed, Kupo.
Yes, I think so. And look what I found. It was lying next to the gate.
An artifact! I wonder which era this unlocks.
Kupo?
Maybe it takes us to the day the cocoon collapses. The one we saw in the prophecy. The one where Caius is fighting.
Time for the final showdown?
Let's all fight together. We'll follow you to the future by a different path. There are things there I have to protect.
Right. You mean Vanille and Fang, and the new cocoon.
It won't be long now. Hope and his team are close to raising the new cocoon. It's hard to believe, but we really are changing history.
Noel, are you worried at all? Caius has tried to interfere before. Maybe he will again.
Remember, the Caius who caused the XIII incident was just an imposter. I wonder why the real one didn't intervene.
I hope he lets us finish here.
Maybe he will. If that's what it'll take to protect Yule, then I know he will. I remember we argued about that very thing once, and wait. Did we argue? I don't remember.
Are your memories playing tricks on you again? Noel, something must have happened between you two.
Damn it. I wish I could remember. Not being able to protect Yule, and being the only one left alive on the planet. And then leaving that place and traveling to Valhalla, I should know these things.
I wish there was some way to find out. But I wonder, your memories disappearing, does it have anything to do with the future changing? Oh yeah, it does look like the gate's fixed.
I think we're getting close to some kind of final reckoning. Before we jump through this gate, we better make sure we're good and ready to fight.
I wonder what Caius is up to. Where is he?
Well, we still don't know if he really is against us or not. This silence makes me nervous. He's always been deadly quiet before taking action. It's like the calm before the storm. If he is in Valhalla, then he's been watching everything we've done here. And if he sees a weakness, he'll exploit it without mercy. We let our guard down, we die.
So we better not use the gate until we are definitely sure.
Exactly.
Let's go. We don't have anything else to do here now. If we have to fight Caius now, then so be it. I'm ready.
All right then. Let's go do it.
Leaving without even a farewell?
What? No, of course not. We were going to drop by and see you before we left.
That's what we figured. Thought we'd save you the trip.
Thanks.
I hope the future turns out like this. A place where we can be happy.
Sometimes, when it looks like all hope is lost, people can turn against each other. They end up full of hate. But really, when they stop and think about it, they're making themselves sad for no reason. Director, what are you looking at me like that for? Huh?
Sorry, I was just remembering something. There was a time when I almost lost myself because I had so much hate in me, and then some friends showed me a way out.
Right. You mean lightning and snow.
It all began back then. I remember, Sarah. Weren't you the first one who said you wanted to save Cocoon? It was because Snow and Lightning vowed to carry out your wishes that we all came together back then. And to this day, Vanille and Fang still keep Cocoon safe.
And maybe Lightning does too.
Yes, but the old arc is almost finished. It will fall soon. It's going to be hard for many of us to abandon our old home.
When we raise the new ark, maybe you can help our friends as well. They won't have to bear the burden of a world anymore. And just maybe, Vanille and Fang will be released from the crystal.
That was always in the back of your mind, wasn't it, Director? If we abandon the old cocoon, maybe you could free your friends. Or am I wrong?
Well,
It's okay. We all knew. We wanted to help anyway.
I've had the great fortune to be helped by many people over the years. Sarah and Noel, you are the ones who showed me how the future should be. You gave us all a motive. You helped us make the Academy what it has become.
Well, we got lost a lot. I don't know how many times I almost gave up.
Humanity is doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. It's part of being human. But we also have the ability to build new futures.
Well, as you would say, Noel, exactly. Once preparations are complete, we plan to journey ahead 100 years. I want to be there. I want to see the raising of Cocoon with my own eyes.
I'm sure we'll meet again, Hope.
And when we do, we'll have lightning with us.
Right. So, I guess this isn't really goodbye then, is it?
For a new future.
Yeah, Koopa?
See ya. I'm sorry, but in the new future that you wish to build, I no longer exist. Goodbye.
Is this the void beyond? No! Mog! Come on, Mog. What's wrong? Why won't you answer me? This can't be. You're Yule, aren't you?
Yes, I am one of many Yules. From your perspective, I am a Yule from the ancient past.
But where are we? Are we trapped in this place?
I am not truly here. I only watch events from a distant time. This place, it is a shadow of Valhalla. In the depths of the unseen realm, I see you held prisoner.
But how do I get out? Is there any way for me to escape?
This dream is eternal. Is there a way to wake yourself from a dream that never ends?
Are you saying I can't ever leave?
If you do not escape, the dream will go on forever.
Wait, don't go! You're a different Yule, aren't you?
Yes. You have not met me yet. I call your present age my home. You and I are the same. We are blessed by Etro, her chosen servants.
Servants of the goddess?
The power to step outside the timeline. The power to witness the future. These gifts come from Etro. Her servants are known by her blessings.
My sister is also somewhere in Valhalla. What's her part in all this?
The warrior. She stands guard over Etro's temple. She is unable to leave the unseen realm. And so, she turned to you for aid.
I suppose you're another Yule as well.
Yes. I am from a future you have never known. Very soon, my presence here will fade. There is little time to tell you of the things I have seen. Once upon a time, there were 6 and 1 Lassie, and their story is a miracle. The destinies of the 6 were bound through the completion of a focus that belonged to the 1.
The 6. That was Lightning and Snow and the others. And the 1, that would be me?
The goddess Etro saw that the Lassie fulfilled their tasks. She saw their courage and took pity on them. She blessed the 6 and the 1 and one other, a child. And so she released them from the prison of crystal.
You mean it was the goddess who saved us that day?
Yes, but in doing so, she warped time itself. Etro was fading away, and she could not restore it. But perhaps you had the power to repair the distortion, and perhaps you did.
Perhaps I did. What do you mean? Is it too late now?
The future? I can no longer see it.
You're Yule too. Which era do you come from?
I am the one who lives in all the ages. I am the one who dies in all the ages. I am the one who suffers countless partings again and again.
Have you come to tell me something?
You summoned me here. In this place, you can see all your heart's desires come true.
I don't understand.
Look, this is the place where all time flows. The dreams of humanity are here washed ashore. A world without beginning or end. A world closed upon itself. Why do you want to change time? Why do you try to stand in his way? Why do you continue on this journey? As you change the timeline, you come closer to death. But now...
Your journey is over.
I don't understand.
You don't need to. You fight bravely. Noel gave up much more quickly than this.
What have you done to him?
He is living in a time and place where he knows only joy. He acknowledged his defeat. And now he is at peace.
No, I don't believe you. Noel would never give in to you.
Child of miracles, traveler of time guided by Etro, listen to me. He Each time you fulfill a wish of your heart, someone else's dream is shattered. You conjure miracles, but when you do, the seeds of tragedy are sown in other lives. Are you prepared to bear that burden, that responsibility?
But why, Caius? Why do you fight us?
To save her. Long ago, the goddess Etro rescued you and your friends from your faceless sea. For you, it was a miracle. For you, a sentence of death. In that moment, immutable history was transformed. Time was twisted. With each distortion of the future, the life of the Sirius was cut short. So often have I seen this. Seen her wilt before my eyes. When time is in flux, the future changes, and Yule is consumed. So I will dam the river of time and tear down the foundations of history. Only then will your suffering come to an end.
You're going to destroy history just so you can save Yule?
Yes. You have interfered with my task at every turn, but your meddling is over. I will slay the goddess and return everything to Valhalla. In a place without time or future, you will be free for eternity. Surrender now to your heart's desire.
Look at her, asleep like a baby. Hey, let's all yell Sarah at once.
Why don't you do it?
I'll get her up. Hey, Sarah! Wake up! What are you doing sleeping out here?
It is a really nice day for a nap, I've got to say.
Where am I?
Not in your bed, for starters.
You still dreaming?
Maybe I am.
Hey, let's go.
Come on, Sarah.
Man, I'm hungry. What's for lunch, anyway?
Didn't you just eat?
Have I really come back to New Bodham? Or is this just part of a dream?
I know school is out right now, but what will your students think if they see teacher dozing on the grass?
LeBro, is this really my village?
Are you serious? You must have really needed that nap. I think you're still out of it.
This is Grand Pulse though, right? Not the void beyond?
The void where? Sarah? Look, it's our village. The one we built. Now come on, why don't you go home?
It's not like you to slack off like that. Have you been working too hard in the fields?
Hey, Huge, I wonder what happened to the meteorite.
What meteorite? Nothing fell around here as far as I know.
Nothing near the village?
Nah, I think you just dreamed it up during your nap.
I know Kaya stabbed me, but there's no wound.
They can't wait for you to get back to Nora House.
can't? Anyone I know?
Funny one, Sarah. Anyone I know.
Could I have dreamed everything that happened up until now? Not very likely.
You were sleeping like a baby out there. You sure do have it easy, Sarah.
What do you mean? Do I really have it that easy?
Hey, I call them how I see them. Your students love you. You've never been sick once since we got here. Guess I'm saying you got it all. Or am I wrong? Anyway, you better get a move on. You know who's waiting.
You know who? Could I be dead? Caius did stab me.
Hey, there you are.
Snow! What are you doing here?
What? I'm not allowed to hang out in my own place? You.
But you went looking for my sister. You left ages ago.
What are you talking about? Lightning hasn't gone anywhere that I know of.
What?
She's living right here with us ever since we got married, remember? Hey, you okay?
I don't
No,
understand.
It's okay, it's okay. Sarah, where are you going? Sarah!
Everything's falling apart. Where did everyone go? Is it really you?
Welcome home, Sarah.
Lightning, why are you here?
Because you want me to be.
In this place, you can see all your heart's desires come true.
You've changed history, and you're back where you belong. This is it. Your adventure's over. Sarah, come with me. Your family's waiting.
Yes. My family. That's right. I'm home. My family are all here. Deep in my heart, the truth still glinted like a razor. This wasn't real. It was a dream. If I accepted it, my journey through time would end. But my sister was here. Snow was here. If I stayed, I would be with everyone I'd ever loved. This is what I'd been searching for all this time. I'd found my home. I'd found happiness. I couldn't do it. When I had lost faith in the future, Noel came and gave me hope. Snow left his home and his friends. He traveled through time to save others. Hope worked feverishly to save Cocoon. And then there was Vanille and Fang, trapped in crystal, holding Cocoon in the sky. I couldn't desert them to live in this world of dreams. I couldn't betray them. Lightning, I'm so sorry. No! Don't give up. No. That's not my sister. is that? And why is she trying to help me? Vanille? Is that really you?
Well, that's a good question. Put it this way. It's the real me, but inside a dream. I'm still sleeping in the crystal pillar, you see. And you're dreaming away too. So it's like we're meeting inside each other's heads.
So this is a dream after all. But why did you come?
Because you needed help.
Oh, you've never met Fang before, have you?
No. We've come to pull you out of this fantasy of yours.
You're trapped in a dream that never ends somewhere in the void beyond. If we don't help, you'll never wake up.
And that, my girl, is why we're here.
Good one, Fang.
Thank you.
We're just showing you a way out. You're the one who made the decision to wake up and leave this world. If you hadn't rejected the fake lightning, we would never have been able to reach you, and you'd still be stuck in your dream.
Right. I almost believed her. The fake lightning, I mean. But then I remembered my sister is fighting in Valhalla. Snow and Hope, they're fighting their own battles as well. Out of all of us, I was the only one who was running away from the truth.
That's all right. Because now it's your turn to help someone. You're not the only one who's trapped in a dream they can't wake up from.
You mean Noel? You need to go and find him. I reckon you can save him, Sarah.
Fang? Vanille?
Guess our time's up, huh?
Yes. We have to go back now.
See you around.
Bye.
Save you. Okay, it's time to find Noel. Guess what, Lightning? I met Vanille again. She saved me once 3 years ago, and today she came to help me. I owe her my life twice now. And I met Fang for the first time, too. We only talked a while, but she kind of reminded me of you. Even though they're still trapped in crystal, they reached out to me, showed me a way out of my dream. One day, I'm going to pay them back. I promise. I wonder what kind of dream Noel is living in. Whatever it is, I'm going to wake him out of it. And together, we'll find you, Lightning. Lightning, I've come a long way, and it's all thanks to Noel. That's why when I reach Valhalla, I want him with me. So here I am, inside the memory of a lost future. I've come to lead Noel away from this cold, distant world.
Boy, oh boy. This one put up a tough fight. Hunting alone is harder than it looks.
Noel?
But this should do it for the birthday feast.
Did you get one?
Yeah, all by myself.
You're improving. It must have been a difficult hunt.
Nah, it was as easy as anything. No problem. Too easy, in fact. I got bored.
Yes, you are ready to become the one true guardian.
Why does there have to be one true guardian? I don't get why I have to replace you.
Because, Noel, that is the way. You are ready to challenge me to a duel. If you defeat me, the sacred pact passes to you. Just as I once defeated my predecessor.
What happened to him anyway?
I killed him. That is the law of the Guardians. There can only be one. Noel, if you wish to succeed me, you must kill me.
There's no way, Caius. I want to fight you, not kill you. You can't do this. I need more time before I can beat you. You can't just leave like that. I wanted to get stronger than Caius, so I began training with swords. I'd never beat him at his own style, so I went with 2 blades. If I didn't kill Caius, I couldn't become the next Guardian. But there was no way I was following some musty old rule like that. Problem was, I wanted the power of chaos that all Guardians were given. Caius Ballad, I wanted to stand at your side and help protect you. But you, Caius, you left before I had the chance. Hey, I'm back.
Hi, Noel. How was the hunt?
Oh, I bagged a huge one. I wanted something special for tonight.
You mean for my birthday? So you remembered.
How could I forget? Tonight's feast will be the best yet. Although, I wish we could have more people, like in the old days. Maybe a party with just 3 people will be kind of depressing.
No, it won't. It'll be lots of fun. As long as you and Caius come, it'll be great.
Well, okay, if you say so. Yule! I was nothing but a disappointment. In the end, I couldn't save you. I couldn't accept her fate, or forgive Caius for leaving. But more than that, what I truly couldn't forgive was myself and my own helplessness.
Well, are you ready to kill me?
No, I'm not. Today's Yule's birthday, Caius. It's not the time for this. Look, I will fight you, but not to the death. And not until tomorrow. After I win, I'll receive the power of the Guardian. Then we can leave this place and protect Yule together.
Leave and go where?
To wherever other people are living, of course. I know there are more people out there somewhere. If we find them, Yule won't have to feel so lonely anymore. She'll feel happy again.
That is a vain hope, and you of all people should know it.
But there must be something we could do.
There is one thing. Kill me.
Not this again.
The heart of chaos beats in my chest. A manifestation of XIII. Should this heart stop beating, the goddess will die once again. When the goddess dies, the chaos of Valhalla is unleashed. The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care how many times you ask. I'm not killing you.
If you cannot, you must die instead. It's as I feared. You are too weak.
I don't understand you, Caius. This talk of killing you and destroying the past. Do you think any of that will make Yule happy? Do you really?
I don't want to please her. I want to save her.
Where are you going? You're going to leave us just like that?
I shall go to Valhalla. I will kill the goddess and set you all free.
And that's how Caius came to abandon us, and made Yule and I the last two humans left in the world. It happened not long after Caius left us. It came so soon, in fact, it was over before I knew what was happening. Hey, Yule, are you okay?
It's strange. I knew all along this day was coming, but I'm still not ready to say goodbye. I wish we could stay together. I'll miss you, Noel. You don't have to cry. We will meet again.
When Yule died, I finally learned the truth about the Farseers and the fate of their seeress. Each time a seeress sees a vision of the future, she loses a piece of her life. She dies while she is still young. That is the price to be paid for Etro's gift. I didn't know any of this. Caius chose to keep the secret from me. I couldn't forgive him for that. He knew all along what Yule's fate would be.
Noel.
I left on my journey. I thought that if I could become Etro's chosen warrior, like Caius, then I'd have the power I would need to change Yule's fate. So I set my sights on Valhalla, the home of the goddess. As I searched for Valhalla, I realized something. If it brought Yule the happiness she deserved, I didn't care what happened to me. If I died, so be it. Maybe somewhere deep down, below the layers of numbing pain, I wanted to fade away from this world completely. Ranks of obsidian mountains pierced the heavens. Bone-white deserts choked the world with sand. No matter how far I walked, I saw no one. No matter how long I waited, the gate of the goddess didn't open. Etro. I could no longer walk. The cold was seeping into my body. My heart beat slower, and for the first time I felt the hand of death reach out for me. I knew it was coming, and I didn't resist. Etro?
Noel, don't you remember me?
Sarah!
You've been living in a dream, Noel. You're happy here, and you would be forever. But I've come to take you away from it. I'm sorry.
All dreams have to end sometime. You've helped me wake from mine.
We have to stick together, Noel. I've got no one else I can count on but you.
We have the same hope, the same road to travel. We will change the future!
Let's go, Noel. It's time to change the future.
I can't.
What?
Listen to me, Sarah. The dream I've been having reminded me of something. The power to see the future, it's a curse.
But...
Yule died when she was only 15. Seeing the timeline exacts a terrible toll on the body. Sarah, you can see the timeline too.
You mean I'm about to die?
You're okay right now. You haven't seen as much as Yule has. Not yet, anyway. But that could change. And soon. If we alter the past, you'll see a different future. You can't avoid that vision. The more we change the timeline, the more history changes. And the more you see, the sooner the visions will destroy you. I know that I wasn't able to protect Yule. But try as I may, I can't remember what happened to her. It's like the memories of that moment have been erased from my mind, leaving an empty page. If only I'd known the truth earlier.
I understand, Noel. But it doesn't matter. I've already made my decision, and we're going to change the future.
But Sarah...
Lightning sent me a message from Valhalla asking me to do just that. So let's change the future. Together. If we hurry, we just might do it in time. Then I wouldn't have to have any more visions. I'm going to believe that I get to Valhalla. What else can I do? Which means this conversation is now over.
Okay. I'm going to make sure you get there.
Look! Yule saw the future that Noel fights to protect. She believed that someday they would see each other once more.
You don't have to cry. We will meet again.
Yule. I promise I'll never say I regret knowing you. Not anymore. I'm not going to rest until I find him again.
That's right.
Come on. Let's change the future.
The Oracle Drive!
Hey.
He's back!
I think he got scared and was hiding here all the time.
The spirit of Mog had been sealed up somewhere inside the void beyond. Although he could see everything we did, he couldn't make us see him. He said lightning came to rescue him, and that's how he got back to us. Then, Mog told us he had a message from my sister. It was the truth about Caius. Mog, tell us what you know.
Kupo! I know all about Caius, Kupo. The Farseer Guardians were given a mission. They had to protect the Cirrus. They were Lassie, Kupo.
Guardians were servants of the Fal'Cie. Can that really be true? Does that mean Caius is a Lassie?
Not anymore, Kupo. He was saved by the goddess. Etra freed him, and he's not a Lassie anymore, Kupo.
That's exactly what happened to me and Lightning. We were Lassie, and the goddess intervened to free us.
Kupo. But Caius became immortal too. He's lived for centuries and centuries at the side of the Cirrus. He protects her always, the undying guardian, Kupo.
He's heard every prophecy that the Cirrus has seen. He knows the entire timeline. Those memories and his immortality give him tremendous power. Someone like him could easily move through history and bend and mold events as he wants.
Kupo!
So, he's been plotting for centuries.
Yes. He's been behind everything from the very beginning. Now we know who the enemy is. It's up to us to stop him. So I guess this is how dreams end.
beginning. I've traveled the world of dreams, and at last I know the truth. It doesn't matter how tough the going gets now. I know I can face any challenge. I found it, Lightning. Hope in the midst of despair. Is this my village?
Kupo?
It looks a lot like my era.
I wonder if anyone is here.
Let's look.
Lightning? What are you doing here?
This is a future that I could not save.
Is that really you, Lightning?
Do you doubt me? No, it's good to doubt. You're growing up.
I knew it. It is you, isn't it? I've been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been? What was that dream you made me see? Why did you make me come out here?
Just listen, Sarah. I'll explain everything. Everything that's happened to me in the past, and about the one who wants to destroy the future. More than one miracle took place that day. Cocoon was saved by Fang and Vanille's sacrifice. We awoke from our crystal sleep, and our brands were gone. It was Etro's blessing that was our salvation. A gate opened into the unseen realm, and through it, the goddess gifted us with her mercy.
Know what that is, Dodge? That's our home, Cocoon. Must be your first time seeing it from the outside, huh?
Yeah.
Cocoon.
Daddy!
It reminded me of you, and why I had to go on.
I felt a whirlwind of emotions.
You're the reason I'm standing here
A large part of it was happiness, and relief was there too. But somewhere inside, I still felt uneasy. Vanille and Fang were gone, and the world hung in silence. Our fight had just ended, but I couldn't relax. A new battle was about to begin. What is that?
Watch out!
The events of that day tore open a portal to another world.
Get off me!
And from the depths of the rift appeared a darkness that had no place in our world. An irresistible force that dragged me away to the edge of time. The screams of the dying had unlocked a gate. A door that led directly to the throne of the goddess. Etro waited beyond the gate and sent her miracles to the human world. But a creeping darkness slipped through and threatened to devour our reality. Etro closed the gate and warped the timeline. Time's flow was altered, and existence itself was distorted. I was lost. The darkness caught me in its embrace and wrote me out of history. Where am I? Valhalla. Beyond time. Beyond life and death. A netherworld of shifting gloom. The chaotic realm of the goddess Etro. What power had brought me to this alien shore? From Valhalla's heart, I could track the entire span of time.
I gazed upon the future of mankind and sensed Etro's divine will. The goddess was fading away. If her spirit should cease to be, the world would descend into entropy. I made my choice. I will fight. This man, Caius Ballad, he seeks to destroy all hope and bring an end to the future. Though the battle might be endless, I will never give up. Etro has chosen us, her champions, and we cannot fail.
It all started with Valhalla, is that right? Whatever came from there created the paradoxes, caused the gates to appear, and twisted the timeline.
Lightning, what did you see?
I don't know. It was an enormous power, something that shouldn't exist in this world. Only Etro can control the power and keep it contained in Valhalla. If she were to disappear, there would be nothing to stop it. And that's what Caius wants. He plans to find Etro sleeping in her temple, kill her, and release the power. The chaos would be unleashed into the world of humans, into our world, through the unseen gate.
A gate?
When a person dies, her soul flies to the other world and passes through that portal. If a great many people die at once, the gate must open wide to let them through.
For example, if Cocoon should fall.
Exactly. It would be unstoppable. The power of chaos would gush through the gate like floodwater through a broken dam.
What would happen to the world then?
Chaos would infect everything. It would become pure entropy, without life, or death, or time.
No life or death. You mean like Valhalla? That's what Caius is after! If he can bring down Cocoon, millions of people would die, and the power of chaos would turn this world into another Valhalla.
Yes. Caius is trying to create a world where time does not exist. If he can erase time.
Yule would be saved, and not just Yule. All the Seeresses down through the ages. They'd be released from their curse. He wants to sacrifice Cocoon to rebuild the world in Valhalla's image, all for the sake of Yule.
That's why you were fighting Caius in Valhalla. You're protecting Etro.
We have to face Caius on two fronts, in Valhalla and in the world of humans. If we don't, we won't be able to change the future. I can't do it on my own. I need your help.
Lightning then told us what would happen to Cocoon. In 500 AF, the old Cocoon would collapse and fall into pulse, the crystal pillar no longer strong enough to support it. By that time, Hope and the Academy would have completed the new Cocoon, but when they attempted to launch it, Caius would intervene. He would smash it into the old Cocoon and bring them both down. So we have to travel to 500 AF and stop Caius from destroying Cocoon.
If we can change this prophecy, then the true timeline will finally be restored.
Yes. Everything will depend on you. I have to go to Valhalla and stop Caius there. Can you do it?
We can do it.
Right. Your good luck charm will show the way.
Hey, Lightning. We'll be able to be together again, right? When all this is over?
One thing at a time,
Sarah.
The truth is, I didn't want to let her go. I'd come so far to find her, I was afraid to lose her again. But I had to be strong, for her sake. She had her own battles ahead of her. So I swallowed the words I wanted to say and hid my fear. It was the hardest thing I ever did. I guess this is it, huh?
We've been given a second chance by the goddess herself.
We're going to save the cocoon that Hope built.
Yep. And save the future, too. Hey, Caius. You told us you wanted to save Yule by destroying the world. That if you could take away our future, Yule wouldn't have to see any more prophecies and she wouldn't have to die. You really are a fool. Yule never wanted the world destroyed. She never gave in to despair. In the end, when she died, she was smiling. She saw a future of hope. Caius Ballad, I am going to fight you and show you the truth. I'm going to show you the future that Yule really wanted.
The time foretold in the prophecies is here at last. It is 500 AF, and the crystal pillar that supports Cocoon is starting to crumble. The people of Academia have been evacuated to the new Cocoon. Now all that remains is to launch the Ark into the sky. It is the moment of reckoning. Destruction and rebirth hang in the balance. Two futures, two possibilities, and a battle to determine the fate of the world.
Look, it's like it's turning into Valhalla.
We're at the time of the prophecy. The pillar is going to crumble any moment, and then the old cocoon will fall.
I don't see any of the people. You think they've already been evacuated?
Yeah, everyone must be in the Ark. Wait! I'll bet that's Caius's target.
Exactly. This must be the moment that Hope launches his new cocoon. Right?
Inside my head.
Yeah, I did too. She said something about not killing the goddess, right?
Yeah. What did she mean?
I wonder if it was Caius's doing. A trick to slow us down.
Look!
The blocks have changed position.
Looks like we can cross.
Looks like.
No, you must not fight Caius.
No, do you hear that?
Your path leads only not too late. You can still turn back.
Yule! What do you mean? What's going to happen?
A cruel fate, endlessly repeated with no hope of release. I cannot see any future.
You're wrong, Yule. I believe in hope.
But what if hope does not exist?
I can't turn back now. Not anymore. In my world, you no longer exist. A world without you is no world at all.
I do not have the power to stop you. The choice must be yours, and yours alone. Even if the future you choose is doomed.
Yule, are you watching? I shall fulfill my promise. Your suffering will end.
It's him.
Sarah, get down!
Hope is here!
Good. You're okay. Of course we are. Just took a little detour. Get on board. It's the best pilot we have. Quickly!
We're on!
Hang on up there, you kids. You're on the Saz Express to the sky.
Is that you?
Hey, Sarah! Dodge says he misses your classes.
Friend of yours?
We can catch up later. First, we've got a planet to save.
This is it. A fight for the future.
Let's go, Caius. Want to see how well you've trained me?
You still don't know the truth, Sarah. You are the same as Yule. You can see the timeline. Even if you save your future, you will not survive to see it.
I know the truth, Caius. I know that every time I change things, I lose a part of my life. Don't you see? I don't care. I'm here to protect the future. And I will!
How very cruel of you. But you shall die first. You fight bravely to protect your friends, like a true guardian.
What about you, Caius? You swore the same oath to protect Yule!
Everything I do is for Yule. Her spirit is bound by a curse. I will see her.
What curse?
How many Yules have you met on this journey? The jewel of the Farseers is reincarnated without end in every age. Think what that means. Her only purpose is to die over and over. Even though she can see the future, she's not allowed to escape her fate. She is born knowing that she will die before she has truly lived. Countless deaths without a life to give them meaning.
Cocoon. Don't be late.
Okay.
Count on it. This isn't goodbye.
Yeah, we'll be there. And Lightning will be with us.
Take care.
Okay, kids, let's do this.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dodge. They'll be back. Okay? And here we go.
It's Valhalla!
This is Odin. Is Lightning trying to help us?
I think she sent us a present. She's watching you try to save the future and lending you a hand.
Not just me. She's helping you too, Noel.
Here in Valhalla, chaos is my ally. Now let us decide the true history.
Give it up, Caius!
You cannot kill me, not now.
Ready?
Together now! You think this'll make Yule happy?
Which Yule are you talking about? I've known and protected hundreds of Yules. They had the same soul. Every one of them was unique. A Yule who made them travel. A Yule who loved to sing. A Yule who collected flowers. They all died. All of them. Before my eyes!
But despite that, she chose to live again. So she could be with you! I only ever knew the one you. That was enough.
You don't have to cry. We will meet again.
She was smiling when she died. She believed in the future. She knew we'd meet again. Think, Caius, think. Was it really a curse? Was it forced on her by Etro? Do you really think that Yule wanted to die and not come back? Of course not. Yule wanted to come back. Every time she died in your arms, she wanted to come back. She knew her next life would be short. She knew! Because she wanted to see you. Again and again without end.
Enough, no more.
Why won't you believe me?
will to keep hope alive.
Even if it were for Yule's sake, I wouldn't want to kill you.
Lightning is dead. I killed her with my own hands. Will you allow me to go unpunished?
He's lying.
In Valhalla, time does not flow as it should. Long before we began our battle here, I had already faced her. Now, she sleeps, never to wake. Things that shall happen in your future have already been decided in my own past. I know how it begins and how it ends.
Then you should know you can't provoke me. No matter how hard you try, I'm not going to kill you.
That's right. You hate to kill anyone, don't you? Noel, born at the end of days, you understand the true value of life. Know this. You will kill me, Noel. The moment I cease to exist, you shall be released from your fate.
Give it up. I won't do it.
Impressive.
No!
He who can change time must choose between those who die and those who live. You must bear the burden. The eternal paradox.
No. He always wanted to come back here, didn't he? He wanted to come back here to die.
He thought if he did, he could end Yule's cycle of rebirth. This way, all the Yules that are called back to Valhalla, they can be with him here. They don't have to return to be born again.
He heard you. In the end, he believed what you told him.
This is a world that gives birth to infinite possibilities. But that's all there are. Possibilities. There's no death here, but no real life either. The Yules that returned to this place chose a different fate. They wanted to be born again. They didn't need immortality.
They wanted reality.
But Caius wanted something different. Something he thought was better than life. A dream where he could protect the spirits of all the Yules forever. But I'm not like him. I'm going to find her. Find my Yule. It doesn't have to be forever. Just... I want to be with her in the future.
Let's do it. Build a new future.
Yeah. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I didn't want to lose my Yule. I didn't want to lose any of them. No one deserves to die. Not even you, friend. Farewell.
And the timeline is back to how it was.
Sarah, feeling okay? When the timeline changed, did you see anything? I mean, did you feel any pain?
No, I feel great.
Good. Why don't we go and find Lightning?
Okay.
I don't think she's here, Kubao.
Wait, you don't think that Caius really...
No, that was just a lie. Now that the timeline is fixed, she's back in her own world. I bet she's waiting for you, along with everyone else. The paradoxes are resolved. The gates will disappear soon. We better hurry on back.
Right. So this will take us to 500 AF. I guess that's where we'll be living now. 500 years in my future. Maybe Lightning will be there.
Here's the future Lightning fought to protect. It's the start of a brand new era.
What about Fang and Vanille?
They'll be there for sure. And don't forget, Hope is in that time as well. Once the gates disappear, everyone stays where they are. Every day, we'll be able to look into the sky and see the new cocoon above us.
I bet Snow will be waiting there, Kubao.
So... well, we'll see. That'll be up to Lightning, I think. Yeah?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah?
The shield has been deployed.
Major fissures detected in the pillar. Collapse is imminent.
Rescue team report.
Hold on, switching displays.
We're pulling out.
Come on, Saz.
We've got Vanille and Fang. Their crystal is intact. Bringing them home.
Great work.
Thank you, Saz. Thank you for saving them. They've kept our world safe for centuries. But now they can rest and join us in our new arc.
Paradox levels are holding. Sir, they're not coming down.
The gates haven't been shut down yet, which means the timeline must still be unstable.
Director?
It's okay. Sarah and Noel will fix it. They just need more time.
The pillar is coming down!
stop thinking of you since you've been gone away from here. Shedding the tears, crying out loud for once, 'cause you were such a precious part of me. There's no one to fill my broken heart. Oh, but now I have realized the reason why I live in this world. Even you have left me here alone. I found the way, but I can't get over the future. Baby, I'm gonna see the new world with nothing but the love you gave me. Only thing I can do is to trust the time we share. Baby, I'm gonna go to the new world with nothing but the strength you gave me. There's nothing to be afraid of. I know your love will lead me where I should be.
This is our ark, our haven. It will be called Benevelza, and it shall be the new home for the human race.
I don't wanna give up my home. Having a dream, basking in the sun every day. I'm starting to think that I'm still here, though the pain of loss still hurts me.
Hey!
Making me smile,
Look, the heroes are back!
It's Saz.
everything is gentle to me, because you are making it so.
Nice catch.
Welcome home!
Thanks.
The reason why I live in this world, it's not
Gotcha.
to lose what I truly need. I will make build a beautiful day.
You're okay now.
You feeling all right?
I'm gonna see the new world with nothing but the love you gave me.
It'll be good to see everyone again.
Yeah.
Is to trust the time we share. Baby, I'm gonna go to the new world with nothing but the strength you gave me.
The gates are closed.
It's the end of our journey. Hey, no. Thank you.
Sarah. No, not now, please. Sarah, snap out of it. No! No. Sarah.
Things in this world, and believe in the power of love. Sing a song of tomorrow. Now we are. When we come to life again, I knew they will come to you.
No? But why? You were safe. Everything was fine.
The future changed. It changed. If you change the future, you change the past. The effects ripple outwards, up and down the timeline. The seeress is forced to see it all.
You mean Sarah? She saw this vision?
Yes. And it killed her. Sarah. She knew the risk. If we alter the future, She knew what would happen, that her life could be in danger. But she still chose to save it. I wanted to protect her. I thought I had. I thought she was safe.
Kupo? 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 The goddess. She is gone, Kupo.
The heart of chaos beats in my chest. A manifestation of Etro. Should this heart stop beating, the goddess will die once again.
I killed the goddess?
When the goddess dies, the chaos of Valhalla is unleashed. The chaos has the power to warp the timeline and destroy the past.